yes, daylight savings time starts on the 9th. Oh, I can feel the sun burning my bare skin. I'm so excited. The winter blues are just disappearing. I need to leave. What the hell was that? Everyone is allowed to make fun of me for that in the comment section. Anyways, hi everyone, it's Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, coming to you this Monday, I wanted to talk about content creators and the mommy bloggers and in any way, just content around children. This is gonna be kind of a broad reactionary video because there's a lot that I'm noticing on my For You page recently that has really made me uncomfortable. I'm talking parents mocking their children, content making fun of their teenagers, influencers in general, setting up a camera with their kids doing something and essentially their children becoming actors. There's a lot of things that are really making me uncomfortable, and there's a broad variety from just everyday people posting up their children to influencers, and I kind of want to talk about that today. So we're going to be really unpacking several different videos that kind of caught my attention and really made me uncomfortable and helps us spreading awareness, discussing this further and saying this is an issue and why I think we need to fix it. And honestly, I'm just hoping that more people see content like this and maybe change their mind about how they share, about their kids or how they interact with content, because in the comment section of major influencers, I see so many people so supportive of this kind of content, and I think a lot of people do not realize how much it can impact children and their lives for the rest of their lives. So we have a lot to dive into. I cannot wait. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you guys want to check out my second channel with my Instagram, TikTok, literally everything else, I'm literally on one platform like every single day at least usually. So like if you want more of this chaos, hop on over there. And before we hop in real quickly, I do want to take a moment to talk about hair. Let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, MD Hair. I'm sure there are many viewers of mine who would love to work on their hair growth and finding a specific routine that works for them, because there's so many products out on the market and it's kind of hard to figure out what's going to work for you. And if you're specifically looking for hair growth, wouldn't it be nice to be able to find a brand that can do all the research for you, a customized hair care routine to help cater to all of your hair needs, and have everything directly shipped to your door without having to leave the house? Then let me introduce you to MD Hair. So MD Hair is the world's first medical grade hair loss treatment powered by scalp analysis, customizing products to address all of your needs, and creating a solution that fits your hair, your goals, and your lifestyle. MD Hair works really simply. All you have to do is go online, fill out a really simple quiz, send in a photo to do a scalp analysis, and then you're going to get a customized routine according to what you are needing specifically to help with your hair growth. I have always wanted to grow out my hair really long, and I would have loved to know years ago that there was a company that I could go to get customized specific products that could help assist with my hair growth. I had to just guess the entire time, but with MD Hair, you don't have to guess. So not only do they have customized shampoo and conditioner, but they also offer a hair serum, which I really think the hair serum feels amazing on my scalp. And if you are someone in your hair care journey that actually would need a supplement, they can also create a customized supplement just for you as well to add into that routine. Their recommendations are actually based off of the American Academy of Dermatology hair and scalp treatment guidelines, and they provide the best clinically proven and FDA approved topical treatments. So if you guys want to start on a new hair care journey, all you have to do is go to the link in the description below or pinned comment. You guys can use the code ISabellamichellelanter70 to get your first month of customized products for 70% off. Thank you so much to MD Hair for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get into it. Originally, I was scrolling on my For You page and I saw one video that popped off that kind of stirred the whole conversation and why I wanted to talk about this specifically. And it is about a mom talking about her teenager and $200. There are so many issues with this video and I want to dive into it. Let's start reacting and get into the gist of it.
So my 16-year-old daughter went away this weekend for a birthday trip with her friends, and my husband gave her $200 in cash. Was it $200 in cash? $200 in cash for the weekend. Food, if she wanted to go buy something while she was there, because it was a 4-day weekend, and they were looking forward to this for so long. So we were like, here's $200. About 2 hours into the trip, the Capital One goes off. Little notification. Says $12.96 has been spent. And so he looks at me and he goes, she's using that Capital One. I said, what is she using the Capital One for? You gave her $200 in cash for food, whatever, da-da-da. So a couple hours later, there it goes again. So that night we get on the phone with her. We're like, hey, what's going on? Why are you using our credit card? She goes, well, that's for food. I said, I don't understand what that means. That's for food. We gave you $200 for food, for fun, for a fantastic time. And she goes, oh no, food doesn't count in that $200. The $200 was mine. That's what she says. The $200 was mine. The Capital One is for food because you guys have to pay for my food. think every teenager on this planet has lost their minds. Lost their minds. Absolutely lost their fucking minds.
All right, I had several issues with this, and this pissed me off beyond belief. So first things first, biggest problem is this is giving, like, comment down below if any of y'all remember this. I remember when I was younger, and I would be on Facebook, right? And there would always be one parent that drove everyone up a wall, but was like the local, like, drama channel for the town. I shit you not. I know her name. I will never say it, but I know her name to this day. And she would post up everything, how her kids were sick, bitching about shit in the town. Like, it was everything. Way too many details. There would be like one post here and there where it was like a black and white photo of a lion, and it's like, God doesn't give its toughest battles to its weakest soldiers. He chose me. Like, just stupid. And it's literally about the fucking local Subway not getting her sandwich, right? Like, I'm not kidding. This type of parent, though, needs to stop. I am not a fan of any content, whether it's a little Facebook post on the wall or a TikTok, dragging your 16-year-old. First, I don't know if you guys know, I dug into this a little bit, and it looked like the teenager was going to Los Angeles for a 4-day weekend with $200. Again, my new favorite statement, I have two brain cells that kiss on the regular and make a connection and utilize common sense. And I know, as a cheap woman, as someone who genuinely does not even like spending a lot of money at all for fun or anything, $200 in Los Angeles is not gonna last shit for food for 4 days. It will not. Let's play this game. Let's play the game of what if, all right? $50 every single day for food and fun. Half of the restaurants in Los Angeles won't even give you a meal for half of that. That is delusional as hell. So I understand why this teenager is going, oh shit, and honestly, thankfully that she had her parents' card. Second problem here is it sounds like there was a miscommunication. So if there was maybe a miscommunication, and let's say you did give her a lot more money and then she has the card and you call her and then you maybe, communicate it like a normal adult, that would make sense. But instead, you took it to TikTok, which this video like racked up a shit ton of views. Hundreds of thousands of people saw this video. So you have utterly humiliated your child on the concept of, well, these teenagers have lost their mind. I'm sorry, you're the grown adult in this. How do you feel comfortable making fun of your teenager for messing up? And one other point that I want to make is the fact that kids are supposed to mess up with their parents. And I don't know what's going on speaking to kids as if they can't mess up. And I'm sorry, but wouldn't you rather your child mess up with you and they learn a lifelong lesson so that way they don't mess up the hard way out in the real world? Because if you constantly are just like belittling them, making fun of them, or exposing them to the public and making them feel like shit, they're never going to come to you. And if anything, they're going to probably lean on to influences that could potentially be negative simply because you're not giving the support at home. So I don't know what this is, but this kind of stuff is so ridiculous to me. Why are we making fun of your child? Why? Like, she will never trust you again. Like, she's not going to trust you. She's not going to feel comfortable. And she's utterly humiliated, probably like, oh my God, I'm just getting made fun of. And so many people saw that. Now, I will say the comments were flaming this woman. What the hell are you doing posting up about this and making your lack of planning and understanding of, I don't know, today's world to be your 16-year-old's problem? Either way, the problem still stands. Why is this kind of stuff normal? And this is stuff that I just see more and more frequently on TikTok, where people I think are looking for a community. And there's a difference between trying to find a community of parents versus sharing way too much on the internet. Like, problems like that or venting should be for your best friends, your mom group. Did I just knock that down? Screw it, we ball. Your best friends, your little Facebook group for moms, or like keep it a little bit closer. But just for the whole world to see, that is so inappropriate. So that one pissed me off. And I was like, I know I have probably been tagged in or see other content similar to this. And I found one that just icked me out so bad. Please let me show you this mom propping up a camera to film her child doing this.
Tired and sick? Oh, you're okay. You're okay. I love you. You're gonna get better. We'll check the more over. This is like quote. It's eye powers. Oh, that's really good. You're really good. You don't have a fever or no sickness. Do you feel better? Wait, let me check one more time. Oh yeah, that was in the wrong hand. Oh, that's kind of bad. But it is. How bad do you feel? 100%? 10%?
This is so weird. This is so weird. Okay, look, now I need y'all to picture this, okay? Let me just give you a visual of what's happening here from what I can tell. So she's laying here. Her child's here. Her arm is under the pillow and she's holding the phone. So she's like, "Oh, I'm catching this innocent moment of my daughter." I feel like an idiot doing this. Catching an innocent moment of my daughter loving me the same as I love her, and the child's looking directly at the camera, knowing exactly what's going on. This TikTok page is the Favre fam. They have an issue with doing this. If your child can say, "Hey guys," and address an audience through a camera, it's time to put the iPhone 16 away. It's time to shut it down. Why is it that your child knows to address an audience online? That is so weird. That is weird. I do not care what you say. I do not give a shit how else you write it. I don't care in what color of crayon you use to draw it. I don't give a shit how you type it out. That's weird. That is so abnormal for a child to be so aware of the job and an audience watching her that she knows how to interact with a camera and perform. I do not like that. So this caption says, "The best medicine, such a testament that they watch and absorb everything." And then the top caption says, "When she loves on you the way you love on her when she's sick." Now, I know children do mimic their parents, but it's really fascinating how we conveniently catch the camera. The child's literally directly making eye contact with the camera. And this is just my opinion, but you can't tell me that this isn't staged, that this wasn't encouraged or something, because a lot of this content is encouraged like that. I mean, take, for example, this next one I'm going to show you. It's a get ready with me to go to bed with the child.
Get ready with me to go to bed. First is the bubble. It's like lotion, but it's like a bubble. I'll tell you a story. I almost got banana I ran. Taking some photos and I ran up to like a rattlesnake. Like I was running and I went really far. We were in Colorado. It was really scary. My mom, I yelled rattlesnake and then I started to run. I got really scared. Yeah. That was the whole story. Last thing I'm gonna do is the bubble, but it's like spraying. Oh my gosh, that was weird. So we're gonna brush my teeth. Blue raspberry. It's my favorite. He's like literally. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe if you do skincare too. And unfortunately, I'm actually a teenager. Last thing is mouthwash. Comment down below if you guys do mouthwash because. Peace.
This is so creepy. A child that is this young going, comment down below if you want to see mouthwash or something. I think that's what I heard correctly. Just engaging and encouraging an audience to engage. Grown adults, by the way, grown adults in the comment section. Why I find this to be so unsettling is because we are putting up a child in a position that they should not be in. I do think that there are different regulations when it comes to child actors versus like child influencers, essentially. I do think there's a lack of regulation in both. There are problems in each industry. So please I don't think that there's issues in the child actor industry. There absolutely is. What I have a big problem with is with the child influencer or the like child content creator world is the fact that this is their real life. This is their everyday actions. With at least a child actor, I'm like, oh, they're playing a role, right? It's not their life. This is their life. This is their everyday. This is their experiences, and getting comfortable directly connecting to people is vastly different. I still have a problem with this side, but it is so odd to me that we have a child who is doing a little like skincare, talking to a camera of grown adults, by the way. She's not old enough to understand how this can impact her. She's not old enough to understand that she needs to be having, in my opinion, having money put in a trust for her so that way isn't just being exploited for free. But either way, a child should not just have her face and her routine constantly exposed and utilized for content, because this video right here has 1.4 million views. It has 1,967 saves, 160,000 likes. The caption says, I just know I'm going to cry 10 years from now when I rewatch these. She's the funniest, sweetest, sassiest little thing. You know, and I get that idea. If she wants to mimic her mother, she can record it and you can save it and keep it. You don't need to show this stuff, but it's very telling with the amount of views that you're racking up from this, that you're more than likely making a decent amount of money off of how cute your kid is. But she can't consent to that, actually. Even, I'm sorry, but it's incredibly disappointing when Bubble Skincare is engaging with this. Why? This is not interesting. It's not funny to see a child's every move. It shouldn't be normal for a kid to address a bunch of random strangers like that on the internet. I don't think it's safe. I don't think they can consent. And I just think it's so predatory. I've said this before in a different video. There is a big difference between me being a mommy influencer and a mom that's an influencer. A mommy influencer that's utilizing their child for content, that's showing too much and involving their kids in content, versus someone who simply has kids and is a mother, but has majority of their content that doesn't show too much, that is literally just strictly about themselves. That makes sense, right? If I'm a mother, you're gonna know I have kids, but this is my job. Overutilizing them or doing shit like this to gain traction and financial gain is disgusting to me. Hi, Editing Bella here. I wanted to hop on and just kind of add a few extra things because I am so tired of these content creators getting on these apps and acting as if predators don't exist. There are creepy people who do not care on these apps, and I'm just so tired of these creators are just pretending that this doesn't exist, because I've been literally reading up into this, and professionals who talk about this problem and child predators will say that they will seek out content like this. They will seek out content like this because it's accessible. Now, this is my opinion, but I believe fully that these people are putting their kids in bad situations, and it is very scary. This last one I saw this morning, and it broke my heart. This is going to highlight the conversation about punishing children on social media. So
I don't got time for that baby stuff. Stop it. Stop the tears. Stop it. I love you. But you gotta be a big boy.
So she said, I don't have time for that baby stuff, and wants him to stop crying. The caption says, POV, gentle parenting doesn't always work in my household. I am not a fan with this video on a multitude of reasons. And I've seen stuff like this before with parents that think it's okay to show discipline of their children. I mean, for example, I think I haven't watched it yet, but if you guys have, comment down below. The documentary of Ruby Frankie and the 8 Passengers YouTube channel. They were a family YouTube channel, and Ruby and Jody, they got aired out for being abusive as hell. A lot of us already knew that, though, by analyzing that family channel. And one pattern on that family channel was Ruby always showing when she punished her children. I fucking hate that. This is, again, just destroying relationships with your kids. It should not be normal to show off all the ways that you're punishing your children, because you're just embarrassing them. What happened to privacy? What happened to protecting your children? Some people on the internet and people that I've covered in this video are people who talk about children getting exploited and hurt, but will post shit like this and think it's normal. It's not normal to show your child sobbing on the internet while you're disciplining them. That's not okay. Like, I really wish that these parents would sit back and go, does this content that I post in the next 5-10 years, is it going to make my kid go, wow, mom loved me so much, wow, my parent loved me so much? Or is it going to make them go, wow, my parent was so obsessed with getting attention or making money off of me that they posted literally anything, even though I shouldn't have been experiencing that, because they wanted to, not because they cared about me. And I think this is a great example, because also another thing is, that is not, I'm going to stand 10 toes down on this. That's not fucking normal to be looking at a little boy who is a baby, who is practically a baby, and if he's having big emotions and feeling a lot, that's not good to demonize crying. That is so toxic. I will never be okay with that. I don't care, girl, boy, whoever you are, demonizing a child for expressing their emotions in a healthy way and feeling a lot is not okay. That's not how you teach someone to regulate. Being a big boy by not crying, I think, is kind of weird. I do. You need to be able to guide it. Even if they mess up, you have to, again, be the one that guides them to be better. I just think it's like, that's not healthy to try and teach your kids to not cry. And showing them going through a big emotion, or maybe messing up or learning, whatever that is, whatever created that situation, is not for us to see. I shouldn't see that. I should not know this. I should not have any comprehension of that kind of shit. And furthermore, I think we need to think about how this impacts everyone else in their future, because if my mom shared things like this on Facebook, I already was getting like bullied in high school and middle school. I can't even imagine. I literally cannot even imagine how worse that would have gotten if my mom overly shared things about me. If mom shared too much about like me looking for my first bra, or when I started my period, or if I was having like a lot of big emotions, or, you know, like puberty was whooping my ass. This kind of stuff should not be showed on social media. And also, I'm sorry, but why the are we overutilizing kids for learning lessons? No, it's one thing to maybe have a casual conversation about some things with fellow parents, but oh, let me put a camera in my kid's face and film it and utilize it so everyone else can learn, I think is weird. There are so many resources online that can talk about child development. You can learn without watching a child get exploited. You can be entertained without watching a little child make a get unready with me video. You can also learn about teenagers and whatnot, and correct your kids' behavior without making fun of them for a misunderstanding on the app. Moral of the story, I am just, oof, man, this has bothered me a lot. I am not a fan of this exploitation of children, and you do not have to be making money off of your child on this app to at the same time be exploiting these kids. It is gross. It's not okay, and that does not make people feel safe in my opinion. I know I certainly wouldn't have, and I am just so irked with comments just thinking this is funny, entertaining it, thinking this is normal or so cute. It's not. It's literally not. And especially after me seeing just a few clips from even the Ruby Frankie documentary on Hulu. There's so much shit that happens behind scenes with kids who are a part of content creator families or are just the main content source for family vloggers. It is disgusting. If this is what we see in public, I can't even imagine what we see in private. So please, 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 please be careful with the way that you share about your kids, okay? Because this lasts forever and this does impact their mental health. Don't engage with this kind of stuff if you see it. I mean, I'm showing and blurring as much as I can to discuss this, but like, don't go harass people and like, just don't give them any more attention, because I think that's what some of these people are looking for, is attention and a laugh, when they should have friends for that, not looking for internet validation over where their child messed up or didn't mess up for that matter. So that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and actually comment down below if you guys want me to cover the new wave of influencers leaving California because of the new child labor laws about child influencers, because I would like to look into that. Don't forget to check out MD Hair in the link in the description below and pin comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.